Um. Hey guys. Sorry. Listen, I've been really tired this week. And I don't know what the episode's gonna look like. They keep having me going early at work.
Hey, don't we have
So
something to film right now?
Griffin, Griffin. Oh, that's right. It's the Griffin episode. Oh, that's right. I do have something this week. As a matter of fact, it's the Griffin episode. It's the Griffin episode.
Oh my god.
The Griffin episode. We have the jacket. It's the Griffin episode. It's the Griffin episode.
The Griffin episode.
Keep your expectations low, I'll keep your spirits high. I don't have a lot of time, but what I got is fine. If you watch for a second, I'll tell you a joke. If you stay for a while, I might even smoke. Might not be as good as what I did before, but here we are now, it's the Cup of Don Show.
Yeah.
That's fine. That seems
All right.
fair.
Well, very happy to be here today in a very special episode. We have this week the Griffin episode. Now, Griffin,
Yes.
you are a cousin of mine,
Yup.
and you have been in a few of my projects. And I think working together with you as an actor, as a director, I've really come to appreciate your talent, and your brand of comedy that you bring. I mean, those dance moves from with the when you were when we gave that
The
citation.
penny trick.
Yeah, that was, and I'm sorry that those detectives gave you such a hard time.
I'm gonna sue them.
But
probably.
you could try.
No, I
They
will.
got the law on their side, but
I'm gonna burn their house down.
okay. Now that
Legally.
you'd have more luck with that.
Legally.
Yeah.
With my lawyers.
I mean, well, because I think it's like one of those things where if you can prove that you were, you were like besmirched by them, or you were wronged by them, that the judge will say that you had a right to burn their house down,
Yeah.
basically. Like
Especially-
I think that's a state
like-
law.
Yeah, if I bring the lawyers with me.
Yeah, to do it,
To-
then it's
like, they're
like
gonna do
the
it.
lawyers said
Like,
it was
it's
okay.
legal.
The
Yeah.
lawyers said, yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Exactly.
they, give you a ticket, you burn their house
All I'm
down.
saying, insurance exists for a reason.
Yeah, and I just want to get this out there first that my clone, friend of the show and writer Spencer Lane, he wanted to be here. But his best friend was up to visit, so he could not be here.
I
But
see,
I think if he was here, he would for sure say Griffa, because that's what he says
He does.
when we see Griffin. So what has it been like for you doing these sketches and these videos?
It's pretty fun. Out of my element a lot of times. I mean, I wasn't prepared to dance in Meriden.
Mm-hmm.
They called me, not off guard. I didn't
Yeah.
really care, but it was pretty shocking. But it was fun.
What would your element be then? Would you say?
I don't know. The lane I normally say in is like sports.
'Cause I'm
not-
air.
Not acting. What?
Because I'm air.
Oh, you're air?
Yeah, like my element is air.
I'd say my element is like. I mean, if we're going like. I'd be a firebender.
Fire. Okay. All right. So yeah, that would be out of your element
Yeah.
than dancing. Yeah.
Yeah, dancing.
Um,
I don't think. Yeah. It's
yeah.
been nice though, getting out of my comfort zone.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is fun. And what's your favorite? What was your favorite like moment? What's your favorite? Or not favorite moment? That might be too broad. But like, what was your favorite like video? What was your favorite project that you were in?
The project. I like
so
the.
far.
I like the detective.
The detective one. Yeah.
It was just fun because I got to like
Do you mean?
make my own.
You mean
the recent one.
the street
Yeah.
justice
I also
one?
I liked my first appearance on your show too at Southern.
The early show.
Early
Yes,
show.
the last episode.
That was fun
The
as well.
best
Yeah,
episode
that was
of
the best.
early show.
But
And I will say this show does not follow that rule. Not every episode is better than the last. So, just keep that in mind.
But yeah, the detective thing recently.
Yeah, that's a fun
That was
one.
very fun.
That's a fun one.
And I was like, I was trying not to laugh. 'Cause
Yeah,
this guy.
it was very funny.
And then I don't see anyone, but yeah, it was fun.
It was good. Yeah, that sketch came out very well. I thought that was very funny, and I liked Four Times the Charm too. Like that video was good. Like the source for that.
I did a bad job editing it. I will not lie. But
no,
then you tied it together.
I did.
It.
I honestly, I don't even know if I can fully say you did a bad job editing. I just think you were not given. Well, first of all,
I didn't realize that was
your
on me
your
too. Though.
Dastardly brother
Yeah,
Jack.
yeah.
Jack Dastardly, as
He
he's
was holding
sometimes
back
known. He was withholding
film
footage.
Yeah, I know.
Because he had good audio.
He did.
He had the
great
good audio because
I didn't
for
realize
those of
he
you
had
who don't know this, how we recorded that is we would record with a little camcorder that we brought, and then the audio we would have Jack Sour Jack Dastardly. We would have his phone
Detective. Yeah,
somewhere
his ball silly.
somewhere beneath around like within the area that we were filming in, and his phone would have the audio on it. So Jack had the audio files, and when he did not give them to you, he was withholding it. So you only had the crappy audio, and I also just think, again, because I was also being kind of a bastard when we were doing it because I refused to write anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I did write the storyboard. If I recall correctly, it is titled "Stupid Dumb Storyboard for the Stupid Dumb Director."
That is what, yeah, I remember.
I believe that's what I called it because I did not want to write anything for it. That was my thing for doing that project because the first one, of course. Treasured Memories at 3 a.m. Classic, by the way. Classic. Watch that if you've not seen it. It's going to be in the description here. That one, we had no script for. There was no planning. Us actors had no idea what the next scene was going to be, or we had a loose idea of the storyline. And it turned out so funny because like we didn't know what to do. So I wanted the same sort of feeling for Fourth Time's the Charm, and so I was like, I'll do it, but there can be no script. I don't want anything written. And then the director was like, hey, can we at least get a storyboard? And I was like, fine. After a lot of deliberation, I was like, fine, I'll do a storyboard. But anyway, my point is, as an editor, you probably did not know really what I had going for.
I had no idea.
Because like
I knew a little bit.
Like I wanted to.
I didn't have it written on paper.
I just mean in the sense of like going back, like how I did it, where it's like the detective, the goon, the detective, the goon.
But I think you saved it though.
Yeah, I will say I think
you saved it.
I will say I think the version on my channel is undeniably better, but I'm not saying that in a way to discount your work as editing. I think you still did a good job with what you had.
Yeah, your version is so much
I
watched yours though and actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, which was bad audio and not a good grasp of the how we wanted it to be spliced together. Yeah, so I don't blame you for the way it came out. But yes, anyway, that was good, and you were good in that too. I mean, there was our last scene, the one that's in the end credits, that like blooper.
Oh yeah.
Of that last scene made me laugh out loud. Like every time I'd watch it editing, it was so funny, and I'm so mad I couldn't use like more of that because it was just so funny. Like us, like our, I don't know, just both of us, like the things like you would say to me. And I would say to you, like it was good with you trying to goon off. Yeah, you hiding that time was good.
I gotta goon off somehow.
Cancun, like just everything we said, like it was just so good. And then my favorite part was when you are trying to bribe me, and you
cigarettes.
Yeah, there was so many funny things. I wish again in a real project we would have taken like the best and then used it, but because we did it the way we did, I had to just pick one take and use that when I couldn't splice like the different things together. And it's a shame because each take had a piece of it that I wanted to keep. Like when you offer me the cigarettes, and I say like a subscription to cigarettes monthly or something like that.
I think I said I'll buy you cigarettes for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and then there was that one, and then there was the one where you offer me like $200, and I go, a week's salary. And then and then there was one where then the one I think I went with, or no, the one that is in the blooper is when I was like, I'm like, I may be a dirty cop, but I'm not taking a bribe. It's like, well, what does that mean? Like, what defines?
What is
it's just funny. Like, I love that last scene with Goon Clinton. Well, because the goon's gonna get away. The boss is gonna get caught, but the goon is gonna be free to goon off to Cancun or wherever you goons.
Someone's got to do it.
That was good. I really liked your work in that, and you sort of had to hold that story together, a lot of it, and I think a lot of it got lost because of the way that it was directed and the way it was shot. I think that I don't think all the actors knew what the story was that was being told.
No, definitely not.
And, that's sort of a regret I have about it. But you were a lot of the glue that held that together, trying to say that, which Charlie had been killed.
Yeah,
the other scene,
I wasn't sure, even editing it. I was like,
yeah,
I don't know what the hell.
The other scene that cracked me up so much was you with Lucky Charlie. The homeless
Charlie
man.
was great in that.
Charlie was a starring role. Like that was so funny when he was the homeless guy.
His other ones.
And then shooting that scene, and then I kept throwing pine cones. This is behind the scenes, guys. That during that scene, I kept throwing pine cones at the two of them. And it was very funny.
And then I broke his stick.
Yeah, and you broke his stick. Funny. Oh man.
Charlie starring.
I'm really mad that that first take was so good, but we couldn't use it because his mom starts calling out to us like at the end, and it's so annoying because that first take is so funny. Okay. And while we're talking about sketches, Griffin, you and I recently did another sketch. Why don't we take a look at that? What did you think about the sketch that's about to play while filming it?
It was really fun.
It was a lot of fun. We reprised an old character and we met a new one.
Yeah.
G'day, I'm Johnny Boomerang, making my big return here. This is my...
I'm Howie Kangaroo.
...friend and new co-host, Howie Kangaroo.
Expedition.
And this is our guide, Kevin.
I'm Kevin.
And today we're going to be taking you on a little journey around here, these wildlife excavation, and we're going to go look for some animals. Now, we're going to look for some turtles. Personally, I think it's unlikely we find any because ever since that old programming director from TV Club, he ate all the turtles in that pond out in Southern, I think he's been going around Connecticut eating turtles from any other pond, but we're going to see what we can find. And have a good time. Isn't that right, fellas?
Very right.
All right, let's try it out. Is a big frog. I believe its Latin name is biggest frog.
Biggest frogus?
Biggest frogus. These guys, there's about 3 of these in any given body of water. Anywhere you go.
Only 3.
There's going to be exactly 3, no more, no less. As soon as a new one comes in, one of them has to get out. Pretty fascinating. They have a loud noise they make when they're not on camera, that is. We'll never hear it.
Ribbit.
I think I heard it. I think I heard it there. There's also lots of flies you can see buzzing around us. Now they are actually... don't worry about the flies. Let's see him move. Look at him go. He's... Crikey, he's got to jump. All right, now what we have here are some little fish. I believe they're called spiky back fish because the backs have little spikes on them. And if you get in the water, it's game over for you. They will spine you. If you get within 30 feet of these fish, they will swarm you. You'll be nothing but a bunch of bones in about 2 minutes. So good thing we're up here on dry land and not in the water. Because if we were in the water, we'd be in a lot of trouble. We're looking for the mini lobsters you heard about. There is a mini lobster. We got our guide Kevin here in Howie Kangaroo looking for. They're called mini lobsters. They taste delicious. What actually happened is they were full-size lobsters, and then a witch got very upset with them, so she shrinked about half of the lobsters native to these parts down to mini sizes, and not knowing what to do, they scurry it under rocks where you can still find them. The water's awfully murky now, can't really see him. Hopefully our guide can get one. Notice that metal pole. Lots of creeks have these metal poles going across them. Fishes use them, beavers use them. They're quite handy. I believe it's something in the wood from the trees can actually harden, especially if they're shocked by lightning or something. They harden into a hard metal and they go across creeks. Really helps support. Predators will perch on them and eat fish and bugs and small children. And I'm not sure if it'll show up on camera, but you can see the North American spider web right there, which form naturally from silk from leaves, and spiders inhabit later when they find them in nature. So there's another one over there. You can see a spider in it. Want to be careful with those. It's actually a venomous, death-eating spider. Called that because it's so deadly it will eat death itself. Most of them live to be about 100 years old, as death can very rarely surprise them. No luck with the mini lobsters, eh?
Might go away, we find.
Now, right here, what we have is a small frog, Latin name Littlest Frogis. I believe it's the smaller version of the big one we saw earlier. It also makes a noise when it's not on camera, so I'm not going to be able to hear that. They actually pretty much stay right there on the bank of the pond. They won't even go any deeper. And they actually, contrary to popular belief, cannot jump backwards, only forwards. And they have no tongue. So they have to get real close to their bugs and try to eat them just with their mouths. We're going to see if our guide here can get him. Got a bunch of leaves there. Oh, and a frog. Now this moth, North American man-eating moth, not because of any aggressive nature, but because it was first discovered by John B. Maneater, who named the moth after himself. And this grass is actually from the Jurassic period, left over. It's fireproof grass. That's what it's called because it survives the fire of the great extinction event that killed all those dinosaurs back then. Still here, still alive. It's amazing.
That grass killed my dog.
What we have here is a big fat bass. It's the scientific name for it, big fat bass. They like to come in these little rivers and they will eat every single other piece of wildlife in these little rivers and brooks and streams and small bodies of water. Oh!
Here we have the elusive
Badger.
Connecticut.
It's
Badger.
the Connecticut honey badger, native to these parts. You can see it running away, as they are known to do. They're completely harmless. That's right. They're known as the running carpets, as they originate from France. Running away is basically the only form of defense, or offense for that matter. Good eye. Now what we have over here is turtle eggs. Now we've been trying to get a turtle, and we haven't seen one yet. But we found its eggs right there. Now, the important thing to do with these eggs is make sure that they stay safe. Because if as long as the turtles believe these eggs to be safe, they can... No, Nor, what is he doing? No, now they're... Hey, you were not supposed to... Now the turtles aren't going to think that space is safe. They're not going to stick around. No! Oh! It would have come back if I threw it. Alright, here we go. Mini lobster here. As you can see, it does not like... Actually, it likes the camera, it seems. Maybe he's a celebrity where he's from. Hello, little guy. Want to say hey to the folks back home? Curse the witch. They love cursing witches. Their entire culture is based around cursing the witch that made them small. They used to be big. I wonder where he's going to...
5 foot. 5 foot.
Could have been a 5-footer if that wasn't for that dastardly witch. Thanks to Howie Kangaroo catching it. I think he took one for the team. Nearly took his hand off. But they're usually nice creatures. Have you ever seen one of these before? Oh, now you have?
I got another.
Ow! Ow! God!
Good job, Howie. Let's make them fight. Yeah, you have the gloves. Here, I want to... Let's see if they're friends.
This one's missing an arm.
Oh, look at that. Maybe he'll give him a helping hand. They go in opposite directions. Evidently not friends.
Tonic immobility.
Howie, you're going to get pinched again, Howie. It's going to be an owie, Howie.
Boy, bro, I can't handle another owl.
All right, mate. Look at him go. Fierce little devils. Well, I'd say we had a pretty successful time there. We saw a lot of good creatures, you know. It's a good, good area here. Lots of wildlife that we've never seen.
Yo,
Oh, crikey.
what's up?
Could that be? You don't think that's him?
The pickle.
Now we have...
What's good, gang?
We-
How's it going?
We're very exclusive. This is the elusive Pickle Man
What's up? I'm
in these
Trey.
parts.
I live here.
Hello, Pickle Man.
This is my crib.
The brine
And yo, what's good, gang?
smells like vinegar.
Yo, did you bring tweez?
Uh,
Did you bring
Nar.
apple?
No.
Nar.
Yeah, it's chill, man. It's whatever.
We've got
Where are
We've
the
got,
girls, dude?
where are the
Are
girls?
the girls?
the Sheilas. Sheilas. It's Australian
Bro,
slang.
Whatever you want to call them, man. Where are the girls?
We
Got
don't.
a knife.
Type shit.
We don't have any.
Type shit. Oh, that's
Just
a
have a
sick
knife.
bro. I like it.
Uh,
Okay, I used to have a knife, but I lost it in my mom's basement somewhere. So,
what are you doing out here in the wildlife?
dude, I live here type shit. I'm telling you, bro. Like,
Lives under the bridge.
Right here.
like, you know, the bridge. Like, I low key come here when I'm like thinking. Like, I'm kind of thoughtful like that. So like, I come down here and just kind of like think. But like you know, like the water's pretty cool. You know, like I
Water's
sometimes
cool.
like catch the little lobster guys, whatever they're called.
The
you know?
lobsters, the mini lobsters.
Yeah,
we
the
saw
mini- the
some of
mini
those.
lobsters, you know, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And you get like a 30 rack of like Coors Banquet or something, you know, and you
Coors Banquet.
eat the lobster like type shit, like you know what I mean? It's fun. It's fun.
All
Bro,
right.
where are the girls, dude?
We
Where
don't
the-
have any
oh,
girls.
we
It's
don't.
just the two of
Boy,
us.
bro, we don't.
Bro,
And the
that's okay,
cameraman.
That's okay. It's okay, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's cool.
Now, the important thing is they've said to be dangerous, so we've ought to be careful with him. How are you feeling tonight?
Dude, I'm
Happy?
feeling good.
Upset?
Dude, low key. Like, do you have a Pendulum or something? Cause like I could go for a hit right now.
No,
I could go for a hit.
nor,
On the Pendulum,
Our
on the
Pendulum, no
Nor.
drugs here.
the Benjamin Franklin, Pen Shapiro.
Or
Damn.
no,
nor,
Pen Shapiro.
we don't have,
Damn, dude. All right, that's okay. That's okay.
Mike, just go back under your bridge.
Yeah, low-key, like, it's getting late type shit, so I think I'm gonna, like, peace out or something. I got some really important stuff tomorrow, like, my dad, he's, like, doing something with his company or something, like, I gotta, like, go support him or, you know, something like that, so I'll see you later, gang, alright?
Good luck, mate.
he smelt really bad, really bad.
Nice shower.
And there he goes, back onto the bridge.
Come on, mate.
Well, what an exciting conclusion this has been. Johnny Boomerang, Howie Kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
Thanks for watching. Be careful out there. You might run into a pickle. All right, well, I'm Johnny Boomerang.
And I'm Howie Kangaroo.
And you just saw us catch some things and get eluded by other things. We lost our guide, but that's okay. We could
Okay,
probably
he'll
get home
turn
from
up
here.
somewhere.
And if you don't see us again, we're still here walking around trying to get back to our Jeep.
Hunting for food.
Hunting for food. Not eating any turtles because they're all gone. Maybe the pickle man got us. Who knows? But anyway,
Hopefully not.
I hope you enjoyed this and maybe even learned something. I'm Johnny Boomerang. Let's try it out. They're like circles and they're like a honey, like golden color. Like
What's he thinking of?
sun-dried.
I believe those are called apricots, sir.
Apricots.
That's not what you said.
Apricots.
That's not what you...
I believe they're called apricots.
What's your college?
Endicott?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought. Okay, no, you're right. And as seen here, we cannot have, well, I shouldn't say we cannot have, but where one finds Griffin, where one finds one De Palma brother, the other surely is not far behind, likely getting his leg gnawed off by a bear if there's not a large body of water close by. So I'd like to also introduce Jack, everyone.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Good to be back. Good to be back.
You've seen Jack in the sketch that played a while ago. We should actually introduce the sketch, and I'm going to splice it. So before Jack, just pretend like you're not here yet. And while we're talking about sketches, Griffin, you and I recently did another sketch. Why don't we take a look at that? What did you think about the sketch that's about to play while filming it?
It was really fun.
It was a lot of fun. We reprised an old character and we met a new one.
Yeah.
All right, now we can go back. So I forgot the joke that you're... Well, it's not really a joke. It's more of like a serious...
It's an issue.
It is an issue.
You have a problem.
I was trying to be nice, but it is an issue. Let's talk about the giant pickle in the room here. Let's talk about the giant pickle in the room here. Now, Jack, it's been 3 weeks and 4 days, right, in the pickle costume?
I came on here thinking we were gonna have a good time, and honestly, I'm feeling a little like ambushed right now. I'm feeling a little bit cornered. I don't know. Like I don't know what to say here, guys. I mean, I thought we were gonna just shoot the piss for a while.
Well, you've. Why don't you tell us about your piss recently? Because you refused to take the pickle costume off, even in the bathroom, is my understanding. So
Jack, before you speak, I just want to tell the audience, he hasn't showered in 3 months. He really needs our support. I don't want to come off.
Griffin,
I don't want to come off aggressive. He's been wearing the pickle costume for 3 weeks straight. He hasn't pooped in 4 days.
That's not true.
At all.
That's not true.
Why are you laughing? This shit is not funny.
I just want to correct.
He's not.
I just want to say he has not showered with a traditional definition of a shower. He has technically showered in pickle juice.
Well, I'd say big.
He's
dunked himself in pickle.
Oh, it's a dunk? I thought it was like he had a watering can with pickle juice in it and
a lot
showered.
No, he really just buys a bunch of...
He fills it up. So I've been
bathing,
filling a tub.
He's been soaking himself in pickle juice.
It's so... let me put you guys
So
on
that's
to
what the smell was.
let me put you guys on to the pickle cleanse. All right. Vinegar is very acidic, and so it kills the germs on your body, and all while you feel like the warm, comforting embrace that a pickle would feel in its mother jar.
Are you from a mother jar? Where did you even get this feeling from?
Yeah,
Are you
where did it? Let's
Where did this?
let's say where does it start?
How'd you get your start?
Where did this all start from, Jack? Please.
It appeared to me in a dream.
Okay.
Were you drunk? We know you're an alcoholic.
Well, he's
full-time
He's
alcoholic,
European.
by the way.
He's European.
He's a refined alcoholic.
I withhold comment.
In this dream, so tell me about this dream. Were you wearing a pickle costume in the dream? Were you turned into a pickle in the dream? Did you have a nice experience with the pickle? What happened?
I began in my flesh human form, and I was suddenly cast into this like dark, warm realm, if you will, and suddenly a big jar of pickles appeared before me.
Yeah.
And said, "Come to me, my child. You're safe now." And before I knew it, my skin was becoming the more safe, more pure green and pickly texture that you see before you. And that's when I realized, this lifestyle had chosen me.
And that's how I lost my brother.
Yeah, and you what's this? You said it's like you said it brined a light on your soul, right?
It did. It brined a light on my soul.
And that's a plan where it shined, like you're saying, it shine a light.
Yes.
It brined. Okay.
It was brined.
Do you still eat pickles?
It was debrined, if you will.
Yeah. And how do you feel about using pickles as food? Is that like you're absorbing it, or are you?
Mother Nature does not waste, and my brethren go into the food, the circle of life, and continue the food chain. And one day, I too shall provide food for a
3 months.
Pickle.
So your goal here is to eventually be eaten. Then is that?
Well, can you say that your goal is to eventually be buried?
Yes.
Hold on. I mean, he's starting to make sense a little bit.
It's not the end that matters. It's how you got there.
Yeah, that's how you got there. Difference is though is that you're getting there in a pickle costume.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want to be like a real pickle someday? Like Pinocchio wants to be a real boy?
I like to believe that regardless of the exterior, the interior can feel the authenticity of picality.
Is there a Geppetto type character in all of this? Like, do you worship
like a maker?
Yeah, like do you like the person who got you this pickle costume? Do you have any divine feelings for them?
There are a few people in the community. We don't like to associate with them. They think there's this like, I don't know, this like jar maker person. But we don't associate with them. Most of the time, it takes the form of a stork, But we don't believe that. We try to keep it secular.
Yeah.
And grounded.
And now you mentioned just there. You mentioned the community. Tell me about this community. Is this like, where do you meet these people? How do you come together?
Their Discord server also appeared to me in a dream. Actually,
okay.
And I joined it.
The same dream, or was this
It was like 2 days
subsequent.
After. 2 days after.
How many kittens do you have in your pickle Discord community? You despicable scumbag.
We just have pickles. We don't have any kittens.
Okay.
Did you say?
No.
What did you just say?
No, I didn't. No.
Did you hear that?
I did a little bit, yeah.
So where are you hiding your kittens?
This isn't about that may be a separate issue, about his kittens. I really want to focus on the pickle of it all.
That's a good. Okay.
So these how many pickles are there?
Like in the community?
Yeah, like how many do you know of? How many do you talk to, and
there's about 10 that I interact with on a regular
10
basis.
people. Okay.
Are any of them of the opposite gender?
Yeah, they're
Do
pickle
Do you
women.
talk to women?
No comment on
Okay.
that one.
No comment. All right.
Okay.
Probably means no. Okay. Well, anyway, that's all really I want to talk. Let's get back. It is the Griffin episode
It is
after
a
all.
Griffin episode. I don't want to take the spotlight away.
So and again, Griffin, I'm sorry that this is all happening during your episode, but because I wanted him here so he could maybe talk about.
I just get sad when I see.
I
him,
know
and
you.
it's like-
You as his brother, I
Yeah.
thought could
No,
talk about Griffin here a bit. I mean, what's your favorite on-screen moment with Griffin?
Griffin. Let's see. That's a tough one. I mean, I've had a lot of off-screen moments with him too. Of course.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing him on the last episode of the early show. I
Right.
thought he did a fantastic job on there.
Yeah.
And then let's see what else. Definitely the dancing guy was probably my favorite moment. When we're both freaking out over your sick moves that you're busting down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before you put on the suit.
Yeah, before the like.
Before you put on the
Before the suit.
mask. Before the suit.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, Griffin. Griffin, where do you see yourself going forward? Do you have
Whoa.
do you have any any character or anything that you like are dying like, oh, for my next role I want to do this? Like, do you have anything like that?
I don't have really per se a next goal for like my acting career so far, but if I'm assigned to a role in a comedy type thing, I'll try my best still.
Yeah. And I think recently you've been playing like a villain recently. I mean, your goon.
Yeah.
The dancing guy was a criminal.
Horrible criminal.
Like you've been. So is that like what you enjoy doing? Is that an avenue you sort of like
being,
playing?
Yeah,
like
the evil.
the evil
bad
guy.
Yeah.
Getting it cut
It's
loose
pretty
a little
fun.
bit. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just so you how does the like when it rains the costume it just absorb like it's it smells awful. That doesn't bother you.
The life is not easy, being a pickle. If it was, I think more people would do it.
Right.
But it's just something you gotta do.
Why would more people do
Is
it?
there like some kind of political motivation I'm missing? I'm just like, what compels you?
No, actually, I'm an anarcho-communist. This has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Are the other pickles like that?
Yeah, what is the political, like, does it span
is it-
We
or...
don't talk politics with the other pickles.
Right.
Quite frankly, I think there's a couple in there that are like full fascists.
Like liberals and stuff. You don't like them.
Well,
I
I
get
just
it.
said I don't get into politics, but
We're getting into politics.
I'm against all forms of organized government, if you must know. I think we should all just be free to be,
To be pickles.
pickles in the soil. I don't think we need to
in the
be-
soil.
The soil? Wouldn't that be a cucumber? Wouldn't that be a cucumber?
Pickles aren't in soil, Jack. I
think you're thinking of a
The
cucumber.
jar?
Have you ever been a pre-pickled pickle, which is a cucumber?
No. That's
You know
How did you jump straight into?
I have
like,
a
how do you-
pickled. I have a pickled related question here.
I'm in the pickle.
That has boggled that I've never understood it. So, how come there's pickled green beans, pickled, whatever. There's all these pickled things, but pickled cucumbers get to just be pickles.
Because
Explain.
we are the original.
Cucumbers
So-
were the first thing ever pickled. That's what you're saying.
Yes, without a doubt. First
Okay.
thing to ever be pickled with a cucumber.
Okay.
Who
Well,
pickled you?
a lot of knowledge here.
I did.
I don't
I
think.
did by my own.
Yeah, I
by
think
my
when
own
he put on the suit.
How do you jump though straight from like you were a human, right?
Well, how do
He
you
put on the
jump
suit.
from, a single cell to like
Oh my God.
complex being?
I have no
I
idea.
just mean like you're born that way. Like you don't go through the entire evolution process.
Did you take like
To be born.
shrooms to like realize this about yourself?
No.
Yeah, were you on anything when you had that dream? Like, did you do
you
anything the
must-
night prior?
I woke up with a wicked hangover, but I wasn't doing anything hard. So
Okay.
Yeah, you weren't.
Mike's hard, maybe.
Mike's Hard is great. I love Mike's Hard.
Were you mic'd up when
I
you?
was actually not mic'd up. I had like an innumerable amount of beers that night, I think.
Okay, and you fell asleep, had this dream about becoming a pickle, and then you got the suit right when you
Yep.
woke up.
Yep.
You ordered the suit, and
I went out and bought it. Actually, I had to feel a connection to it.
you did go out and buy it. That was going to be my thing. Was how did you get the suit? So you
And-
went out.
And how much was it? Because it looks like pretty.
Don't,
pretty
dude.
quality.
You're gonna.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't understand. It's okay. They're pretty cheap actually.
Really?
That's why I try to get people into it because it's low cost. It's nothing. There's other communities out there that'll like ask you to spend a bunch of money.
So. I can only. So cats probably don't like you then. Well, because cats have that thing with pickles. You know this?
Yeah.
You know about this? How they think it's a snake. Because
Yeah.
they're stupid, dumb cats think it's a snake.
Yeah.
Geez, I really... I'm sure there's more questions I should be asking you. I don't have my molding pipe. This would be a good molding pipe moment. I would probably be able to think of more psychological questions to be asking you about this. Again, Griffin, I feel bad because this was your episode,
No, I
and
think
he
it
just
should-
came
I
on
think it
here.
should- Actually,
For the record, my element is water. If you want.
yeah. So no,
I didn't
no one
care.
actually asked.
Yeah, I
you.
did not care about that, but you
No, I think it's a good
Waterbender, definitely.
Yeah.
definitely a waterbender moment.
Juice, pickle, juice bender. Like
Oh, there's water and pickle juice, so they could probably bend
no, I
it.
think it should be a rehabilitation episode for Jack.
Yeah, maybe in a future episode.
I don't care.
We'll,
I don't care. I'm on here to save my brother. He used to be my brother. Now he's not.
I'm just on my pickle journey, man. I'm still your brother.
Yeah.
Is this just your summer arc? You're gonna ever? Do you see yourself? Like,
Well, maybe
changing?
we'll have to have Jack back on and you back on. Maybe we could do we could delve further into this really interesting topic and like do like we'll get him to
cut it.
yeah, we'll get him out of it and we'll fully learn, maybe gather a newfound respect for it if you were to come back on the show
You could
and
show us the way. Of,
and we'll have like reinforcements and stuff. We'll have more than just the two of us,
like
so we'll be able to
fire.
like get them.
We'll, like,
Yeah,
burn
fire.
out of
Yeah,
it.
well, you're fire. Yeah, and I'll use the air to with the fire.
Yeah.
And you'll.
What are you laughing at?
So we'll definitely have to have you back,
Yeah.
and maybe you could see or see how the movement has grown after this episode comes out and.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll inspire.
People see it. Maybe people who watch this episode will be inspired to take on this lifestyle.
Take the dill dive, if you will.
Take the dill dive.
dive.
Yeah.
It's a steep dive, steep cliff.
Yeah.
Dill pilled.
Dill pilled. Yep.
Do not.
Don't do it.
It's a disorder. All right. Well, Griffin, again, thank you for coming on.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Jack,
Thank you for bringing me on.
I wish you the best. Okay.
It's just sad.
Yeah.
Hate to see him go down that.
Like
path.
always, I'm Spencer Trella, and this has been.
There's no excuse for what I have done. I told you the truth. Has anything changed? I'll understand if your heart has been won. but I'd still like to know if I'm still in the game. Come on now.